Good morning from the town offices in the town of Champlain. Hometown Cable is going to bring you an update on the most important thing north of Plattsburgh right now. Well, the air base, of course, taking all the news, but we're going to talk a little bit about, let's see your shirt, Gerald, here. In the front, we're going to talk about Mir-O-Mar, the factory outlet center, because it's bordering on the incredible. And we're going to talk to Gerald because there's been speculation in the paper, there's been news, there's been a lot of talking. It's exactly where is the factory outlet right now. You've seen the new lights going up. And Gerald, what can you tell us this morning that you can volunteer?
Well, I can volunteer a lot for the people.
Okay.
I know they've been very patient waiting for the news that when it's going to open. I can say that it is now what we call a silent opening. I've received a letter allowing us to do this, and I would like to read this letter to the public so they know exactly what has happened and what will happen. And this letter is addressed to me, and this letter will serve as an approval to issue a temporary certification of occupancy for the Promenade Factory Outlet Center on Route 11 at the interchange with I-87, with the provision that off-duty police officers be used for traffic control at the interstate off-ramp intersections with Route 11 and at the entrance to the development for the period when the Factory Outlet Center is open and before and after the business hours, as long as traffic generated by the center affects the operation of the state highways. The traffic control by off-duty officers shall continue until the traffic signals are operating with automatic vehicle detection as accepted by this office. This temporary approval will be in effect until the mitigation required as part of the highway work permit is accepted by this department and is signed by Mr. Ray Powers, who is the project regional traffic engineer out of Watertown. And what this says is, yes, you now can go to the mall, and yes, you can buy whatever stores that are open. They're not all open. I understand there's 27 stores that are there, and the others are going to be there shortly. And there's 4 or 5 that wanted to sell now. They had contracts. Yesterday was supposed to be opening day, and we got everything yesterday. It was Madhouse here calling Watertown and Plattsburgh and getting everybody to agree that it would be safe enough to allow the opening of the mall. And that's where we are right now. And when we leave here, we're going to go and I'll show you, or you'll video what's happening there. You're going to see what I call miniature Route 3, because the people are going to be surprised with the complexity of the light systems that's up there, that's allowing traffic off the ramps and onto Route 11 into the mall. And it's going to change that whole area. I don't know how I'm going to come to work now. I think I'm going to go the back way. The bridge is open, so I might be going the back way. But it's a big day for me. It's an exciting day. I was awake this morning at 5 o'clock, which I never do, but I knew the day had come, and I'm very anxious and very happy that it is here.
Gerald, this letter is dated today.
Yes, sir.
Today, so we're getting the very, very up-to-date news here.
Yes, sir.
Now, it says automatic lights. Does that mean that as the traffic changes, the lights will change?
Yes, what they call is they have traffic loops that they put under the roads. And when they space it so far back that, let's use 10 cars back, well, when that 10th car hits there, the first car has already tripped it, and then it goes on a timer. But if it backs up real fast and it goes to the 10th one, then it trips it, then the light will switch and let the traffic. So traffic will be moving on and off the ramp at all times.
So you're talking that this is it has to be synchronized between there's 3 sets of lights.
Yes, sir.
One at each exit,
yes.
And then our entrance onto the 87, and one in front of the mall entrance itself.
Yes.
And that'll be also tied in with it.
Yes, they'll all be
Very
synchronized.
complicated.
Yes, it is.
Now, you're talking about part-time policemen who will be there, standing at each of those 3 locations?
Yes.
How long do you expect this to take place?
Well, we had a surprise yesterday, and I haven't received the report back on it yet. One of the off-ramps was discovered to have some kind of fill that wasn't acceptable, but it had passed, and we've been using that ramp, and I understand that when the bulldozers started tearing that ramp apart so we could put our extension on it, it had the bulldozer almost tipped because the packing wasn't done right. So that's another problem. And going back to the shirt bordering on incredible, it's been incredible from day one. When I stood out there and used the famous gold shovel that I have hanging here, we've come a long way to that time, and we're all anxious.
Now, I think we've talked about this before, but some of these expenses of lights and ramps are the expense of the promenade.
Yes, it is.
Now, what about a place like, well, if you have any idea, you've got a ramp that was not proper in the first place. I hope that she's not going to have to pay to repair something that wasn't right in the first place.
Well,
again, that may not be something that you can answer, but
no,
you
I
know,
can't answer that. That would have to go. The state would be there, and I imagine that Mr. Mike Rose or those gentlemen will. Don't worry, they'll be on top of it.
Okay.
Right quick.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk before we get out there? Where are these policemen coming from?
Well, right now we contacted Sheriff Trombley, and he allowed some of his people to come down. I think there's 2 there. We feel that we don't need anybody at the mall entrance right now, but we do need them at the on and off ramp, and that's where they should be.
What hours is it supposed to open? Is it open right now?
It should be open right now. Jane faxed the letter to Mir-O-Mar's resident engineer, Mrs. Denise Photo, and she's has the letter in hand now, so she should be telling her people we can go.
Okay, well, this isn't going to be seen till tomorrow on Saturday. Today is Friday. We hope there's going to be a sign out front that says open, that people will know enough to turn in.
Well,
before this news gets out.
Well, I think the news is going to travel. I don't think we have to put a sign up because I think the people will know.
They were in there yesterday, I know.
Yes, a lot of people in there. You're going to see a lot of the work is not complete. A lot of the sidewalks aren't finished. Really, I don't see where they will be in full operation maybe by next Friday. Next weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they might be.
So you're saying of the 27 stores, they're not going to all be open today?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, well, if you stop in and see for yourself, and a new day dawning yesterday or today is 2 new days. One is good and one is not so good. Of course, the Plattsburgh Air Force Base getting the very bad news yesterday, and Champlain getting this real good news today. About it's finally here. And did you believe a year ago today that you'd ever see anything there today?
No.
I didn't.
I think Jane and Ralph and Dick, they can probably all say a lot of times I said here that I wish they would have found another place to put them all because it's been it's one stumbling block after the other. It's unbelievable what these people went through.
But it's here. Now, Gerald, you see, anyone who drops in there today or tomorrow will just see this and say, wow, isn't this great? Like a pregnancy, you go see the baby and say, oh, what a great new baby. But when you have to go through the whole 9 months of carrying that baby, as you in this office has done, every day's been a new headache and morning sickness.
It's been a new experience every morning when we didn't know what we were coming to. It was either a traffic problem, it was an engineering problem, it was a water problem, a sewer problem. We got the okay to cross the lines on the bridge. You don't know. The first time we got a letter from the Clinton County, and Clinton County's been super with us, but they were just as green at this, as if you will, as we were. The first time they sent me a letter and they said it's going to cost you $3,500 for a permit, or $35,000.
Yes.
for a permit. And I likely fell out of this chair. And I said, this is impossible for a permit. Finally, we did some talking. Mr. Zerlo, our legislator, I called John, and I said, come on, John, this is ridiculous. And he says, I agree with you. And he went down, and it was $500 for the permit. And that was, you know.
Right.
And now they're waiting for the hangars for the bridge. The pumps are there, the sewer pumps are there. They're hooked up temporarily with fire hoses to cross from one side of the bridge to the other. The water is there.
At the mall now?
At the mall.
Yep.
And we have signs being posted up there, not to drink the water. It's just to, right now they're flushing out the lines, and because of the temporary connection,
Right.
we can't really say that it's sanitized water
Right.
and safe water to drink, so we're telling them just to use it for sink purposes and...
Sewage is there?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay. Anything else you want to cover while we're here?
No, that's
Okay.
fine. You've
Town offices, the present town offices, and we're talking about possible other town offices, but we'll get into that at another time. Bigger facilities. We mentioned that yesterday when we were out at Altona. But we're beautiful sunny day, and it's and you have a good disposition today, Gerald, do you?
Yes, you shouldn't. You didn't want to be here yesterday, eh, Jay?
Thanks for tuning in to Hometown Cable, and we endeavor to bring you a little bit of everything. Calvin and Sam, you see them regularly, and a young child yesterday in the Moore school said, you're the man that talks so much on TV, and they weren't talking about me because they see me, but they were mentioning Calvin. They said, we hear your voice a lot, and the voice of the North Country, Calvin Castine, and of course Sam also, but Calvin gets into a few of the different things than Sam does. And thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, if you're not already, become a patron. He's a patron right here. And so am I.
Town is also.
And the town is also. Yes, we appreciate that. I say we because I'm the one doing the talking right now. It don't pay much of my salary, though. All right? Thanks very much. You can see the sign. It says the Mir-O-Mar Factory Outlet Center. It's there, Phase 1. And Gerald, you come over here and keep us with us. And Ralph. Ralph Gilpin, our town clerk, and Gerald Mayo, the town supervisor, are here. Ralph, have you been busy during this last 6 or 8 months also?
Quite busy, yes.
How does the town clerk get involved in this other than, of course, you're at all the meetings and all the other things?
All the meetings and all the resolutions and all the minutes.
Okay, do you have to give any additional permits? Are you the one who gives the permits for the town as a clerk?
No, I don't issue the permits. We just get involved in all of the paper permits that have to be applied for.
Okay.
The DEC, Article 15 water permit, the permit to the Conservation Department for the disposing of the waste into the Champlain Village Waste Treatment Plant, application to the comptroller to get bonding permission to bond this when it's all the water and sewer when it's done. There are many pieces of paper that have to be put together to do this. And my files are quite thick with all these papers.
I can imagine they are. Well, let's show you where we are right now. We're in about a 10 or 12-foot sidewalk, big blocks that starts on the northeast end, the bottom of this large C. And Calvin, maybe you could take just an overall pan and show where we are and where we're going to walk. These stores on this end are probably the least finished of any of them. They're doing some work inside now. And as you get further over to the other side, the one in the middle, Champion, it looks like he's ready to go. All his signs are up. The others are getting their signs up, started yesterday. They're on the back side of the stores as well as on the front side. You can see that the portable toilets are still here because until today or yesterday, the water...
The water was turned on, and the water and sewer is here, like I said before. We're running temporary connections on the Duba Bridge, and that should be done in the next week or so.
Okay, and they're still laying blacktop, by the way. You can see that it's not finished. They're doing it in sections. These are the offices over here. If you remember, we were here about a month and a half ago when we were in, and it was all mud. We were over in that general section to our left, and then they've moved them over here now. And then phase 1 and 2 and 3 will be right over here in this area here, I believe, in this area. And phase 2 is going to be way up on the far corner beyond that, where that truck is coming out. And that'll be this whole large area, and you're in the interior of all that. Now, someone mentioned to me you're going to be planting how many flowers?
15,000 petunias, 6 inches on center.
All right, you can see they got a light here that will light this up at night. There's a place for dirt, and it's going to be very attractive. Someone asked me about seating. Will there be seating on the outside? Have you any idea whether there's going to be seating?
Benches? Or,
benches?
I imagine that would be up to the individual stores if they
okay.
want to put them out.
Okay. All right, and you see they're still working here with in this particular store. Did you get a shot inside, Calvin? Or okay, we'll probably get around to a door and show you just what's happening in this. There is a scheme of things that we got this morning, and we're at, if you can see this picture here, maybe if Calvin can do this. There's about 20 or more names on here where they're going to be located. We'll kind of show you as we go around. These first 5 here, number 32 through 37, we're standing in front of 37, are not identified here at this point. The first one we'll see is way up at the next corner. It's called Eagle's Eye, and then Springfield Wamsuta, which I think is sheets and things like that, but we'll find that out as we go up the sidewalk. Okay, we're in store number 37 on this lower section, and you were saying that they're large and they're...
Well, this is one of the larger stores, and as you can see, it needs a little more work done before they can go into business. But I'd like to point out while you're in here is the French doors that you see. This is Margaret's own design so that the people can go from store to store without having to walk outside if it's inclement weather. This is her own.
Okay.
She has that in her other 2 malls.
Okay. Now, maybe the word mall is the wrong name. Isn't a mall where you are centered around a
right.
center?
This is a factory outlet.
And it's more of a shopping center, and instead of having to go out to each store, you can go along
right.
in between stores.
Right.
Or you can go out to your car and go down the next one, whatever you want to do. And you can see that across here to the other side is probably 400 to 500 feet. So you'll probably always be within 300 feet of your car.
At least.
If you park in the middle,
right.
you know?
If you park right in the middle, yes.
That's the furthest you'd be at any time.
Right.
It's like how far can you go into the woods?
Yeah.
Only halfway, right?
Halfway,
because then
right.
you start coming out. All right, and we don't know who will be here. That's not on our little map. But you can see there, everything is sprinkler controlled, and
that's air conditioning and heat, and the sprinkler systems are at the top, and the lights.
okay.
Then the rest of the ceiling has to be done by the individual that comes and rents the store.
Okay.
They do their own inside work.
They do their own. Okay, we'll just move along here, and we'll show you the next, how these, now the doors do not run on a straight,
No.
where you can look down each store. You see, that this door and the next one is not directly across. It's moved up a little bit so that you don't have that effect of looking down a hallway. Right? This is a little smaller, but still a large store.
Right, you can see the gas hookups right here in the stores are going to be heated by gas.
Their own gas, right?
Yes, for now.
Okay, for now. There's
Yeah,
natural
for
gas
now.
will be coming along very close.
Right, and this morning Ralph and I and Joe Fineff, we came down here and made sure that all the water meters were 0.
Okay, yes.
So we
Yeah.
came down this morning and we did that, and we had to do our own little thing.
You know, it's hard to envision how much the town was involved in this. As you hear about it, you know, you think they get the land in the town and that's it, but that's not the case. And of course, another person who spent an awful lot of time is the IDA, right?
Right.
And Bill
Carstens,
Bill
yeah.
Carson was here for a long, long time. He's done a lot of work working with these people and
Right.
helping them over the
Can
little.
we go through there,
Okay, that door is open up. You see, they probably lock on both sides.
Yes, they do.
Yep. Double locks and as a protection.
Dick Collins, the code officer.
Oh, Dick Collins also very, very much involved. Huh? Now, the stores are getting a little smaller. This is a smaller, longer, narrower store.
Are you doing the store prep, or are you doing the mall work?
Okay, they're still in the mall. Then we're getting into a another, again, you'll note the doors are off. This is it's a big store here.
It's a little bigger store.
Yep.
They're all different sizes.
Yep. All cement down and,
See, getting back to the permits you were talking about and why the town got involved, usually the towns do not get involved to the extent that we did, but they, being out-of-country builders, they needed help into getting permits and who do we contact to get dirt, who can we get to, you know, a lot of things that, and where else do you go but to your town office?
right. Yep, that is
Yeah.
the spot, right?
The architect was from Montreal.
Okay, well then he would have to know all the rules before he even started to
He has a
do the
license
planning
from
and
New York
that.
State,
He's a
but
certified engineer.
however, he still needed some help down here.
Now, we don't know what number we're in right now. But
we do.
Do we? You have a number up front? Okay, then we'll know. We're getting close to what would be the first store that we know. We're probably 33.
It's supposed to be here, right, Ralph? Yeah.
Okay, well,
Not here.
we're probably in number 33, but we'll look at this again.
Somewhere around there.
All right.
This is another Long Beach store. They're big stores.
Yes.
Do they kind of build these based on what the renter wants, the store?
Pretty much. Pretty much. They knew who was who they were getting to lease the stores to, and they pretty much asked for the square footage that's needed, and that's what they come up with, the different sizes of stores. I think, which store is it that has 5 different stores together in a row? What? The shirt company, which one is that? The Haynes Group has 3. Something here somewhere. Where are they? Champion.
The Haynes, are we up at the other end of the top up here? We're right in the area where you have the first of the Mir-O-Mar big M's over the store. There are 2 of them. One here and one like you see over at Champion. And we're just here, which looks like this will be Eagle's Eye. E-A-G-L-E-S-E-Y-E. I have no idea what that means, but you can see how far Ralph is way in the back.
I asked Ralph to go down there, and
He went.
he's way down there too.
He sure is.
Okay, Ralph, if you can hear us.
I'm going to count the ceilings and give you an idea of the size of this store. We're in the biggest area we have seen so far, and this is identified on this little map I have as Spring-Made, W-A-M-S-U-T-A. And this is huge, and I think this is some kind of linen, like sheets, pillowcases, and so forth, and that kind of material. And this is a huge, huge store. Just think how many employees they're going to need in this one area. This is only one of what will be over 100 stores when the project is completed. There's 37 stores planned in phase 1. And this is one of the biggest areas. Well, Levi's in the far corner, as Calvin looks over there, way over to the corner, is apparently the biggest one right now. They don't have much room for storage, do they?
No.
This store, which is number 28, is the Corning and Corning Ware. And you can see they've gone a little further. They've had their carpet installed. That was Corning's responsibility. And we're in number 28 as we make the first curve of the C. There's a little storage room in the back of this one. We haven't seen any storage yet. Oh yeah. Wow. As we show you this map, we're right here. This is the top of the sea in the west, this is the south, and then we've been walking along through these areas, and we're right here at Corning right now. And Gerald, you were saying that this big area back here.
Yeah, well, they designed what area they want. This here in the back is for storage. You can probably see the bathrooms there. And Ralph is standing inside of an office, which they wanted back here. It's a nice little area.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has their own needs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 13 by 9, for an office here. And this is one of the only places we've seen where they won't have all their stock on the floor. And it's huge. And they all have their back doors where they will get their merchandise. Yes. So that there'll be nothing carried in and out the front door unless you're buying something.
Nick, go outside. Take a look at the outside.
Out here, okay. You can see where we're located now. We're located, whoops, excuse me, we hit the wrong door there. We're in behind McDonald's and the Blue Sunoco, Garco. And we've got people working here still putting the final touches on the outside. Someone would tell me it's too bad you can't see this from the road, but what you see from the road is the back only, all the backs. And this is their power. Big. Oh, that's for the various meters. For this section. Yep, there's 11 in that particular panel. All right, and here's our gas attachment. Gas is here. This is the water meter that you would read. Now the town will be reading these.
No.
The village.
Well, they're going to be doing their own. We're still negotiating on that.
That's the gas meters.
Yeah, those are gas meters.
Oh, that's the gas meter. Excuse me.
The
Gas
water
meter.
meters, there's 3 water meters and 1 main meter. And right now the main meter isn't in, so we're going to be reading the 3 individual water meters up here, adding them together, and that's going to be what we're going to be paying the village of Champlain for.
So the water is furnished by them all itself, or the outlet stores in general, not the individual stores?
That's right.
Okay, that's part of their rent, in other words.
Over there on that cement block is for a large compactor. There'll be a compactor in each corner. So
Okay, that's to put all the
put all
merchandise.
their waste boxes in. Right now, that's the bottled gas that's supplying it. Until
Okay.
the natural gas
Yep.
comes in.
If you see, that's the ramp coming off from the north, and it goes up to Route 11, which is just up there, and that's where we have our temporary, not get back in this building. All right. Garceau's property, by the way, ends right where the vehicles are hanging over the property. The section behind there belongs to McDonald, and that was their leach field for their septic tank, which they will now be in the village, right?
Right, and with the village.
They're part
gonna
of
be
your...
hooking up.
Okay.
I think the pipes are probably there now. I'm not sure, but I think the Luck was bringing the pipes up to there. And in front of Steamy's, we have the water only, but we have sleeves for the sewage when it becomes available. Right now, the north side will not have sewage. It'll be just the south side.
Okay.
Get in this door,
Or the north side, I can reverse it.
Okay, we're in front of what is known as the American Tourister area, and you can see the Appalachian Trail, Buxton, some of the items that are in the American Tourister, all kinds of luggage and various things in here. We've asked to take the pictures inside, but they said that at this time they'd rather not. The building is not open yet as far as for customers. They're still waiting for the final word from the code officer, Dick Collins. And so they're not selling anything, but this is number 26. And the next one is going to be a company called Welcome Home. I don't know what Welcome Home is, but this area is going to be known as, this is Welcome Home. And then number 24, you can see that this is not a straight walkway. It's very attractive, very well done. That's another feature of Margaret Miller's stores that have this, and Mir-O-Mar have this walking. The next one up here is known as Greetings USA. Now we assume that that means greeting cards and other related items, but we don't know. That's 24. 23 is the Van Heusen Direct. And I think we were talking to Margaret way back, and I mentioned Van Heusen, and she said it was mostly ladies' goods in this store. It's not a men's Van Heusen, but more of a ladies' Van Heusen, and it's called Van Heusen Direct.
Our luck holds still. We're not able to take any pictures inside again here at the Van Heusen Shirt Company. 1141, they're still awaiting words from their headquarters to call themselves officially open.
Store number 22 is the Cape Isle, ISLE Knitters, the largest manufacturer of knits and sweaters since 1881. And again, they're not going to open till tomorrow. They're ready to go, but they're going to officially open tomorrow and let people in on Saturday.
That's today for the people watching.
Oh yeah, that's today, Saturday. So if you're watching today, come on down. We're here on Friday, the 25th.
These gentlemen here are putting up the signs for all the malls, did you say, sir?
Yes.
Where are you
You want to
from?
talk to us? For local TV?
We're from Ringo, Georgia.
From Georgia.
Victory Sign Company.
Okay. And how do you get involved in a contract way up here? Anybody know?
Stores, home office.
Okay, the home offices. All right. And you bring these up by truck,
Yes, sir.
and you go back and get more regularly.
We got a load on the way today. There'll be another load tonight.
How many people do you have up here working putting these up?
That'll be a total of 4.
And they're on the front of the stores and the back of the stores, right?
Yes.
Very attractive. We were looking at the ones over behind the publisher's warehouse, and
Well, thank you.
in the one in front of Champions. Well, good luck and thanks for coming up north.
All right. Thank you.
We're enjoying the weather, I tell
You
you. that.
enjoying the weather?
Sure.
You just like the warm weather. How warm is it in Georgia?
We're in the I guess in the 90s, nothing hundreds by now.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that here very often. Nice. You like the weather?
We've enjoyed the weather the last few days.
Very good. Thanks much.
Have a good day.
Okay, we're looking into a store known as the Windsor Shirt, part of the Van Heusen possibly. We don't know, but again, it's shirts and exclusively shirts, a lot of shirts, and mostly men. I guess they're women's shirts, and there's ties. And the next one over, which is number 20, is Geoffrey Bean Company. And I'm not sure what the Bean Company is, but we're moving along with the... this is Geoffrey Bean. There's the name, as you may recognize it from the books and so forth.
And that's pronounced Jeffrey. It's the same as J-E-F-F.
Oh, Jeffrey. All right, Jeffrey.
Speaking live.
Yeah, we're standing in front of Geoffrey Bean, and this gentleman said, what do you think about the lights in here? Now, why would you ask me a question like that?
Because it's just a fine electrical job done by Spencer Electric.
Spencer Electric, where are you from, Spencer?
I'm down in Ossining, New York.
Ossining. Oh, okay. So it's not all local. The whole state is profiting
Oh,
from
yeah,
this.
exactly. From my my main man, Mr. Dan Shea, right here. I was contracted through him to do the work.
Now, are you contracted by Geoffrey Bean or by
By actually
the mall?
Dan Shea over there.
Dan Shea? Well, what did you do? Come here, Dan Shea. Come
Dan
here.
Doyle, Dan Doyle Construction.
Wait, now, how are you involved in this, Dan?
I build Van Heusen stores all over the country. Van Heusen owns these 5 stores.
Which 5 now?
Bass, Geoffrey Bean, Windsor Shirts, Cape Isle Knitters, and Van Heusen.
Okay, it's all owned by them, that one company.
Yep.
All right. So, and you've done all the electrical work in all 5, or will?
No,
you
I
do?
did 2, and another contractor did the other 2.
Okay.
3.
And so you're going all around the country for their
Yeah, we
stores.
travel over the country.
Where's your next one? Are you working any other?
Wyoming, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I've seen that on the map. I've been down in that area. And are you working there right now in that job?
No, we'll start next week.
Okay, and you'll be all finished here by next week.
Oh yeah, we'll be done here tomorrow.
How long? When did you come in?
Came in 2nd this month.
You move right along, don't you?
Yeah,
How
we
many
did good.
people do you have working?
5 and 6. Depends what we're doing.
5 and 6. That makes
5 or
11?
No,
Or 5 or 6?
5 or 6. There you
All right.
go.
Does that mean that you're the 5 or the 6 when you work?
No,
at 6,
another guy
And when
went
you
home.
don't, no, he went home. All right. All right. Is he always like this?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
He's a fine man.
Okay. So you stayed right up here during this time? You work
Yeah.
Sundays? And
Yeah, stayed at Stonehelm Hotel.
Stonehelm Hotel. I know we were advertising for these people. Where's the Stonehelm Hotel?
Right across the bridge there.
Okay. In Vermont?
No. Oh,
The Amcan. Oh, you were pretty close. The Amcan, right across from Victor Pod's place. Just on
We got
on
Channel
Route
21.
2.
No, we'll be watching it
Yeah,
tonight.
all right.
Tomorrow night, whatever.
Thank you very much for watching Hometown Cable. You're watching a short version of what's going on here, and we're at the Mir-O-Mar outlet stores just off Route 11, and we're talking with some of the people who do some of the work. Okay, we're standing in front of the Bass Shoe Store right now, as we were told, part of the Van Heusen group of 5 stores here. We'd also like to mention we saw Leo Tremblay, the brother of Richard Tremblay, and also of the sheriff, Russell, doing electrical work in one of the stores just down here. And again, the stores are reluctant to let us take any pictures inside before they're really open. So maybe when they're open, we'll be back down again. In the meantime, we want to bring you up to date here. They'll be opening today as you watch this. They're open. So come on down and see what's here.
Yeah, what are we going to... Don't ask me
Okay.
hard, okay? No geography questions.
All right. We see Gerald Mayo, our town supervisor, going to make the number one purchase of the morning and the first sale of this store. And look what he's buying. What are you buying, Gerald?
I'm buying a candle here that says number one.
First purchase, it's a number one, and to the number one man in our town, the supervisor. Okay, Gerald, if it's over $1, you're going to go back and see Elsie to get the money.
I might have to. She doesn't let me have too much money.
Okay. All right, we've Kitchen Collection is where we are, and I forgot the store's number. 18. And the store manager's name is
Bob Powers.
Bob Powers. And Bob, where are you from? What's you're from this area?
Peru.
Peru, New York.
Yes.
All right. So what were you doing before you came to Kitchen Collection?
I worked for another department store chain.
You did. Okay. And what is Kitchen Collection? Where are they from, and what kind of merchandise?
Home office is in Ohio, and we sell all kinds of, well, anything for your kitchen. From as you can see, we have a lot of cookware and all kinds of kitchen gadgets.
Utensils
Glassware.
Okay. So anywhere from what Gerald bought for 89 cents or whatever, all the way up to a couple $100. I saw.
Yeah, there's some real nice kitchen.
Some real nice kitchen units here. The big sets right here. All right. Have you sold this kind of merchandise before, or do you?
Yes, we did. Yes, I have.
You yourself.
I have,
Okay,
yes.
so you know what you're doing here real well. How many employees will you have? Do you know?
8 employees in this store.
8.
Yes.
Does that mean that
Including myself. Yeah.
they won't be here all the time?
No,
8 people.
not all the time. No.
So that there'll be.
There'll be 5 part-time people and 3 full-time people, including
okay.
myself.
All right. And so you really, there are people are seeing this on Saturday. We're here on Friday, and you're hoping for sales on this Friday now that you have sold the first
Yes,
sale.
now that we
here?
made our first sale. We start the ball rolling.
All right. What else can you tell us about your products and or your store? What do they have other outlet stores in the country?
They have how many? 90 stores across the country.
All right.
All across the United States.
Anything in the immediate area that you know
The
of?
closest one to us is in Lake George, New York.
Okay, yeah, we've been down in
Lake George.
the
There's a factory outlet store down there.
Okay. Now you want me to ask you anything too difficult? It hasn't been difficult yet, has it?
Not too bad.
Have you lived in Peru area all your life?
I've lived in Peru for the last 5 years. Before that, I lived in New Hampshire, but I'm originally from Rhode Island. So
You've been around
New England.
How long ago did you apply and knew that you were going to be the manager of the store?
May 16th was my hire date.
Oh, not that long, right?
No,
A month
so
ago.
it's not that long ago. Yep.
Okay, well, we wish you the very best, and you're on Hometown Cable. This
Right.
is on this Saturday. Thanks very much, and we'll be in and see you when this is my wife's kind of a store.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, right. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, you're watching.
Exact change though.
Okay, you're watching the purchase. They're being rung up with a scanner. You've got a scanner that puts the price in for you.
53 cents I need.
Okay, and this does not go across the type of scanners we've seen in other stores. This is a handheld. Okay. And this lady, can we talk to this lady here too? You talk to me a little bit here? Tell us what you're doing. Well, first of all, what's your name?
My name is Julie.
Julie, what are you doing? There's no money in that register. What are you doing, by the way?
I'm entering in our inventory.
Okay, so that, and all these prices that, do you have to enter the price in that scanner so you'll know what to ring up, or
No,
is that automatic?
It's already in our computer
Oh,
system.
it's already in the computers, right? Are you from the area, Julie?
No, I'm not. I'm from Wisconsin.
You come a long way to find a job.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
I'm a training manager. So
Oh, are you? Oh, you're
I'm
training
here
people. Oh, okay. Is he doing well?
Yes, he is.
He is, huh?
So far, so good.
Do you think you could train either one of us? Do we look trainable to you?
Oh, sure.
Huh? We do look
Sure.
trainable? Do you go out like this regularly and
Yes.
train people?
I travel all over the country.
You have more difficulty with some than others?
Yeah. I mean, everybody learns at a different
There you go,
pace.
sir.
Do
so,
they do? Yeah. Do they fight you? No. They're
no,
all just eager to learn, like
right.
huh?
Right. They want a job.
Yeah, they sure do. Well, Julie, thank you very much. And how long will you be in our area?
Till next Friday.
Okay. Good luck when you back to Wisconsin.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Mr. Ben is chatting with Leo Trombley, son of Pete Trombley. The L&L electricians are here locally, and we can't talk to him on camera because some of the store policies of the places that they work. Even they won't let their employees talk or take pictures in the store. So some corporations have different rules, and the company that Leo's doing the wiring for has that policy. Very nice shot here, the big M, Mir-O-Mar. And for those of you who don't know or have forgotten what Mir-O-Mar means, it's the Millers, Robert and Margaret Miller, who are building this, and the MI is for Miller, the RO is for Robert, and the MAR at the end is for Margaret. So it's Margaret Miller who is the builder here, her and her husband, Robert, and that's where the Mir-O-Mar name came from.
We're standing in front of what, where there's more signs than anywhere else right now. The first signs were going up, and it looks like there's 5 signs up here. Champion, Hanes, Famous Footwear, Bally, and Legs, owned by the Hanes Company. And they're opening officially on Monday. So if you come down today while you're watching this, they will not be open, but they will be open on Monday. And there's the Mir-O-Mar emblem right above, and you can see that from the road as well as from in the center here. You can see that we're here awfully early, but you can see that the blacktopping here has not been finished in this whole area closest to the store. They've got the bottom layer, but they don't have it all. Everybody's anxious to get started. They've got contracts and so forth, and it's going to be a beautiful store. They're going to be, you're going to be very, very pleased when you come down here, and it's just around the corner. Except for the traffic, you're gonna love the traffic too.
If you're wondering why all these people are posing here, this is their team picture. This is a leather store. We'll be talking to some of the people involved very shortly. Bob is taking their picture for them. This is their team picture here for the leather store. Jane West, who works in the town supervisor's office, asked us to pick up some leather items for her before we left, but they're not open today, so we can't get Jane's leather items today. This is one store, and these are the employees, so you can just get an idea of the impact that 100 stores is going to have as far as creating jobs for the area.
I'm new at this.
Okay, we're in the leather loft, which is just around the corner from this other bend, and we're going into that top part of the C when you come to the store. Is number 13. Is that lucky?
It's definitely lucky for us.
Okay, who am I talking with?
Greg Hanley, the store manager.
Okay, Greg, how long have you been a manager of one of the stores?
4 days.
Do you feel important?
I'm overwhelmed, actually.
You're overwhelmed, huh? Do you sleep nights? Is that all right?
A couple hours.
All right. When are you going to officially open? We're here on Friday.
We're here on Friday. It looks like we're going to open tomorrow.
Okay, so while you're watching this, they expect to be open. And one thing that was mentioned to me off camera, and I want to comment about it, they said don't take pictures of some of the things that are hanging around because you're still putting there's still boxes around, so please bear with us on that. It won't be here like that when you come in, and that'll get you by, right? And he's going to have a tie and a shirt on and all that to greet you. They just had a picture I took outside for them. And how many people were out there? 12, 13?
About 15 people.
15 people. Now, those were all people going to work here?
No. Those are all people from the corporate headquarters and part-time help that helped us get the store together and finish everything off and get us ready for our opening.
Okay. Greg, how many stores does Leather Loft have?
They have almost 100 stores.
And they're located where? Where's their home office?
Headquarters is in Exeter, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And the store is set up pretty much the same in the different stores if you were to go into another one?
Yeah, they're very similar. Okay. There are some differences from store to store, but generally you'll see the same merchandise from store to store.
Okay. Golly, Greg, I feel like I should be standing on a box here or something. I didn't realize you were tall like that in front of me. What kind of merchandise? We see handbags. What other kind of items?
All kinds of handbags of all varieties and all prices. Men's and ladies' wallets, checkbooks. Then we also have a large variety of leather handbags, shoulder bags, leather portfolios. Belts, many
coats?
mega belts.
Yep.
A nice selection of leather coats. Really nice.
Okay,
Real stylish.
where are you from? New Hampshire yourself? Or?
No, I'm from Malone, New York.
What kind of experience do you have for this?
Well, I've been in retail and a manager in retail for almost 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good luck to you here at the store. And let me let
thank
you
you.
now tell me what you'd like to tell me that I haven't asked you. What should I have asked you that you were prepared to tell me in case I asked you?
Prepared to tell
You weren't prepared at all. You didn't know we were coming in, did you? Huh?
No, just that. Hey, we're going to be open in the next day or two, and we have a great selection.
Tell them right out there.
And we have great prices, and we stress customer service. We want to take care of our customers. And come on in, relax, look around, and enjoy yourself at the Leather Lodge.
Even if they don't buy something.
Yes.
Even if they don't, right?
Just come on in and look around.
See, I'm not buying anything. Look at the smile. I'm not even buying anything in here. See
Yeah,
that?
just think if you were to buy something.
Right. Golly, thanks very much for watching Hometown Cable. We're at the Mir-O-Mar factory outlet stores, and we're in number 13. We came into this store, and we said, well, we tried to introduce ourselves, and she says, you're Bob Venn, and that's Calvin Castine. And how did you know who we were?
Because I'm a local girl.
You're a local girl, and your name?
It's Lisa Marie Robert.
Lisa Marie Robert,
Right.
and you were a Trombley, you said?
Right.
From Moore's.
Moore's.
H&R?
H&R Meat Cutting.
Okay, and you are the manager in the bookstore.
Right.
How does I love that. The one place I want to be a manager in this whole place would be this bookstore. I love books.
I have the previous book experience from a bookstore. My husband and I were down south because he was military, and I had previous bookstore experience, and I feel the same way you do. The books.
Love it.
Great. That's the greatest benefit of the job is that there's the books.
Yeah, not only books nice, but what's in them is awful interesting also.
Right.
Right. So you're not officially open today, and a lot of boxes. You're a little reluctant to let us see the boxes that are around, but you're just stacking up your shelves here, right? Stocking. All right. Now this will be shown on Saturday. Will you be open on Saturday, or will it be Sunday or Monday?
We're going to try for Saturday, and if we're not open on Saturday, we should be open Monday.
Okay, beautiful books. I've been, I'm even in the background. I'm looking at the books as I'm talking to Lisa. I was going to say Marie. Lisa Marie, you told me. All right, and you said you were away. Well, how long have you been back in the area?
Since September.
Okay, and how many employees will you have, Lisa?
There'll be 6 others besides myself.
All right, now Publishers Warehouse is a big company.
Right, we're all through the United States.
Right, and the home office is New York City?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. And I'm sure you had some of their mail talking that you sent. They have a flyer that goes around in the Publishers Warehouse.
Right.
All right. And any kind of books in particular, or just all kinds?
There's everything from sports to cookbooks. We have software for computers. We'll have cassette tapes, CDs, videotapes. We have Bibles, inspirational stuff. We have travel books, children's. We have a huge selection of children's. About a quarter of our store will be children's stuff.
Okay, you see here's some software for the computers, and then the computer books. I can see 5 or 6 different sections of computer books. You don't have to run anywhere else. You can come in here and look it up. Maybe if you just got a sharp problem, come in. Maybe you can ask Lisa. Maybe she can answer your question. But it's not out here. Well, we see some of our people from Shazy here. Mr. Trombley.
As you can see, our books, we discount them. That's
Yes.
why
Okay.
they're
Give us
such
an
a big
idea.
deal.
Yeah, $12.95 and $4.49.
$4.49 is our price and $12.95. We have a large cookbook selection. We discount anywhere 40 to 90%.
And they're changing all the time.
They change all the time. We get shipments in every week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we've got new stuff coming in at all
It
times.
isn't something I can come in and order and you get for me. It isn't that type of a store, is it?
That's hard to say.
It's hard.
It just depends
Okay.
on what we can
So
get
because you're
for you.
getting certain closeouts and so forth, and that's why you
That's
got
why
the
we're
great
got
prices.
Great prices.
All right. Well, Lisa, the very best here to you in the new store, and you're just around the corner from the Haynes Group, heading north. It is store number 12.
Right.
Number 12, and I won't forget that. And my wife can come in here when she wants to get me something. See, this is the place to come, right?
Send them on in. We'll help them pick out
Okay.
some.
Thanks very much, Lisa.
You're welcome.
As we look back, you see the curved wall. That's where the bookstore is, number 12. 11 is the next with the open door. Number 10, there's nobody in there yet. They're still working on them. We're looking at number 9, which is Prestige Fragrance. And everybody's looking for employees. You see equal employment opportunities available here. And this is the various perfumes and fragrances. We went inside of number 9, Prestige Fragrance and Cosmetics. Anything to make you smell and feel good, they said. And they're trying to get permission from the head office to be able to talk to us, and we're going to stop back if they can get permission. Many of these people are brand new with the companies, and they don't feel comfortable in talking without getting permission from the home office, and we're right in the middle of the noon hour, so we'll try to get back there. And if you don't hear any more, it's because they didn't get permission today, but I'm sure later on we will. And number 8 is blank right here. Number 7 is called Trader's Kids. It's a kids store. And we're going to try to see if anybody will talk to us inside. Someone. All right, we've moved into a store called Trader's Kids.
Right. We're owned by Oshkosh, and the look is from New England.
Okay, and who am I talking with? The manager?
Yes, my name's Doreen Facto. I'm the manager of the store. And we carry from girls and boys 12 months all the way up to girls 16 and boys 20. And the boys size 20 fits most of us because we go to 145 pounds. So moms, you can dress like your sons, or daughters, you can dress like your
When you
mothers.
say us, don't include all of us, please. All right. Okay. Doreen, have you opened yet officially?
No, we're officially opening tomorrow.
That'll be Saturday, the day you're watching this right now, and so you can come on down, right?
Oh, please come down. We've got a lot of great buys. All of our stuff starts off at 30% off, and we're featuring a lot of spring basics, your spring polos and everything at a great price for $11.99, and they're over half price off.
Okay.
So we'd like to see you all down here. Bring your kids. We love kids.
Okay, and she promises the boxes will be gone by tomorrow?
The boxes will be gone.
The rug?
Terry will be done cleaning the windows.
And the rug that goes all the way to the door will be laid down, and then when
Absolutely.
the mop won't be there to greet you. And we come in, she said, you're going to dirty my floor.
That's right.
But aren't you glad we came in?
I'm glad you came in.
All right.
And we look forward to meeting everybody from Champlain and everybody from Canada and everybody from Wyeth Ayres. Please come down and see us.
Okay, well, now, you've been in the store before. I can tell by the way you
Yes.
talk. You're not afraid to talk at all to people.
No.
You used to you did this in Plattsburgh, did
Yes, I was the manager of Karen Charles and the Limited.
you? All right.
But
Okay.
I switched to kids because I love little kids, and I think there's a real need in this area for a kid shop.
Okay, how many people do you have working for you?
What do we have, Terry? 8, 9? 8.
Okay. Who is this in...
That's my son, Cameron.
Well, let's go over and talk to... What's his name?
Cameron.
Hi, Cameron. Are you an employee here? Oh, you got to open your mouth. You got to say something to me. Yeah, you're going to be on TV. What does it say right here? National Baseball. Have you been to the Hall of Fame? You did go? Are you a baseball player?
Uh-huh.
What position do you play? Are you the pitcher?
Catcher.
You're the catcher. Oh, do you play in the nets too?
No.
You play hockey too? Can you skate pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you live in Plattsburgh? You go to school yet? No. Are you married?
No.
You're not? Oh, good. Then it's okay to talk with you, right? Huh? Are you going to come up here with Mom once in a while? Do you find it fun here in the store?
Yeah.
Have you climbed in any of those boxes yet? It's fun to play in boxes.
Yeah.
You've done that, huh? Isn't that fun?
I scared one.
You did? Who'd you scare? One of the girls here? Okay, that's great. Which one? The one up there washing the windows?
Nope.
No? Listen, thanks very much for talking with me. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank you, Doreen, for talking with us. And good luck here at
Thank you.
Trader
Kids.
Trader Kids.
We're
Okay.
owned by Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, by gosh.
By gosh.
Okay. Do you have the symbol on it, or is it mentioned in the goods that it's owned by?
Not yet, but it will be.
Okay. Does Oshkosh have many offshoots like this?
No, we're their first experiment. We have 37 stores, and 5 years ago there were only 2 stores. So we're moving and expanding because we sell a very good quality line, and it'll wear forever and ever and ever.
I've only asked 2 questions all the time I've been here, and she knows it. So, are you sure you didn't know I was coming in? Huh? Thank you very much,
Thank
Doreen.
you.
Okay, goodbye.
See you later.
Right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We were just into Carter's, who are in this store right here, and they called the head office, and they said it's a company policy not to let pictures be taken inside, but we're looking out here through the window in the front. They have infants to 5 or 6 years old, and they have young girls from 7 to 14 and boys up to 14 in the store. Very attractive merchandise. There's an awful lot of items in here, a lot of different things, and it's well laid out, and we're sorry we couldn't talk to anybody, but there's no problem. We understand. This is store number 3, I believe.
say this too. Go ahead.
Okay, we're talking to, first of all, the first person we met here with the hat, Jeff Jones.
Thank you.
And I remember, JJ. Just moved into Champlain on Chestnut Street.
Yeah, yesterday.
Brand new resident.
Yesterday.
Okay, we asked if we could talk with him, and he said, well, district manager's going to be walking right over here in a minute. So the big cheese is right here. See, and your name?
Dave Pickens.
Dave Pickens.
Yes, yes.
And you're not the big cheese, but you're district
Well,
manager.
I'm a medium cheese.
You're
medium sharp.
Okay, where do you come from?
I'm from the Albany area. That's my home base. My district stretches from Champlain now all the way to Central Valley, which is about 40 miles outside New York City. So I have quite a haul.
How many stores are you would be you manager of in that big of an area?
This is 9 for me now.
Nine.
Number 9,
Oh, yeah. So you'll be coming up here periodically, not on any regular basis?
Well, yeah, I like to pop in, see
Kind of pop in with Jeff and
see how Jeff's doing.
And he's the manager here.
He's the man.
So you hired him?
Well, he transferred in from another part of our company. I had to interview him, to make sure that we hit it off and stuff. But he's the manager. I'll pop in about once a week to see him.
Okay, great. And yeah, well, we're going to tell him. Nobody's dared to mention
It's the Levi outlet.
What's the Levi mean? What is that? What's the Levi outlet?
Well, Levi is the largest clothing manufacturer in the world, and everyone wears Levi jeans.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
But you make more than jeans, you're telling me.
Dockers, shirts, kid stuff, you name it, we got it.
Okay, you tell me some more. What do you do?
What do you want to know?
Oh, sure. Make me ask the question. All right, you have anything for ladies?
We have lots of women's wear. We have lots of children's wear. We have big and tall sizes.
Shoes.
We will be getting some shoes in. We have socks, belts, accessories, you name it.
You probably have the biggest store in the area right now, don't you? You will have.
As far as square footage, it looks like we probably will be.
Now, why you're asking, why are we not inside getting some pictures? 2 reasons. There's a certain company policy on it. Number 2, they want their best step forward, and they're still packing and unpacking, and you'd rather not be in that condition, right?
So when you come in and see us, we want it to look perfect.
Sure. He'd rather have a tie on, and he'd rather have long pants, but he's here working. Yeah, right?
Golfing.
Correct.
You're golfing.
You're
today.
golfing.
Yes,
You got a chance to golf while you're up here?
No,
of course not. You got to work.
That's
How
right.
late are you working at night?
We've been here with good regularity, at least till 9 at night, and our day starts at 7. But we've been here later than 10:30 a couple of nights.
Wow. When did you start putting stuff in?
We received merchandise probably Saturday. I started bringing some merchandise
in
the
week.
rack. So.
All right. You're watching this on Saturday. You'll be open on Saturday tomorrow? You expect?
No, we're opening Monday.
Monday the 28th they'll be open.
Correct, yes.
And so come in here and look at all the other fine stores. There'll probably be a little over 20 open, I would think, by Monday, give or take. Okay, well, anything else you want to tell me, gentlemen?
I'd like people to introduce themselves to me since I'm new to the area. I'd like to know some people in the area.
Okay, if you haven't got his hat on, got kind of reddish hair, see that?
JJ.
JJ, you got a red mustache, but even if you're not here, if you're downtown or you're in the Grand Union, hey, see, I saw that guy on television.
There you go.
He was talking with Bob Ben. This guy's going to go back to the
That's
Albany
right. You
area.
see me run.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
That's it, fellas.
Good luck, and
Thank
good
you
luck
very
to
much.
Thank you.
And welcome to Champlain Village.
Nice talking to you.
Okay, right, bye-bye. Okay, we're just completed what would be store number 1 through 4, really. And the one I said was number 3 is really number 6. There's a big store here. It's a huge square footage. And Gerald Mayo and Ralph Gilpin, supervisor and town clerk respectively, thank you very much for being with us, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And you added some prestige to us as we run around here. They felt like they had to talk to us, some of these people.
Well, let me say thank you to you, Bob, and to Calvin for taking time and showing this. And I really want the people to come down here and see why I'm excited about today. It was like we said before, it was a long haul from the time we turned the shovel full of dirt and Calvin couldn't find us, but we survived all that, and that's what we have here, and I'm very happy about it.
Okay. And Ralph, it's nice to be so close, yet at night you can go back over to Rouse's Point and be nice and quiet and won't hit the traffic. But listen, there's going to be a lot more things coming to this area.
Oh, yes.
I've heard you mention motels and hotels and restaurants and so forth.
I'm sure they will, and I think the people will be very pleasantly surprised when they get down here and see the expanse of this.
I don't think there's any question.
And the sizes of the stores, I think, are going to... It surprised me. They look so much bigger from the inside than they did from the outside.
And we're not the shoppers. The ladies are the shoppers. They're the ones going to be dazzled by this, right?
Right.
Remember what the lady said? Give them money, let them come by themselves. Remember that?
Right.
Give Elsie money and let her come.
Yeah.
Huh?
I would like to just comment, and maybe we could talk to the mall builders. They need some benches out here.
There will be some benches. There's got to be benches because
gotta be.
Otherwise we've been here for and we haven't done any shopping, and there's no place to sit down. The stores aren't going to have many benches unless it's a shoe store, and they're going to want to sell you a pair of shoes. I'm sure there'll be places along here that you're going to be able to sit.
That's the only thing I can see. It's beautiful, and I'm happy.
Very good. And Ralph, same
very
thing.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much for being with us. We're going to try to go back to a couple of the stores where they've asked us to come back, see if they can get permission.
A very happy day after all of the hard work.
It sure is. Thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you also, Bill Carston.
See ya.
We just came back to the Woolrich store. That's WOOLRICH. Welcome to the store for outdoor people. Established in 1830, they're from northeastern part of Pennsylvania. And the manager was not back, and they said they won't be open probably till the middle of next week. They want to make sure that everything is completely up and the posters are up and everything is ready before they open the door. As Calvin just said it, and he said it very well, you only make one first impression. You want that impression to be good. So we're not looking for an impression for ourselves today. We're trying to get around and just see who's here and let you know what kind of stores were here. It hasn't been advertised. There's some beautiful stores here, some beautiful merchandise. And I don't know if we got anybody else we're supposed to stop in. One more place we're going to stop. I think that's the fragrance store. And then we're going to be talking with you. And thanks very much for tuning in to Hometown Cable. We hope you like this kind of a program. We're trying to keep you abreast of what's happening. I'm not on it very often, but Calvin has done this every day, keeping you abreast. And this is nearly 500 this year already, and we're not halfway through yet, that he has brought to you people out there. If you don't watch them all, that's your problem, but they're there. They're there, and they're there 5 times, so that one of those has got to be convenient to you. And thanks for your comments, thanks for your ideas, and in advance, thanks for becoming a patron. $12 or more to Hometown Cable, Ridge Road. Thanks. We went back to Prestige Fragrances and Cosmetics. They still didn't have an answer for us, so we're going to wrap it up now. We're at the outlet mall, the Mir-O-Mar outlet mall. There's their symbol, the big M, and there's the center part really right here, and there's the other one over there. It'll be, I would say, you go in today, Saturday, or maybe even Monday or Tuesday. There's going to be a lot of these stores open, and you aren't going to see them all at one time anyway. Stop in and say hello, and I think you're going to enjoy, and thank you, town people, and the IDA and everybody else for so much work you've done to bring this to our area. Bob Venn, Hometown Cable, for Calvin Castan and myself, thanks for watching.